looks like only one of the Dirty Davis brothers.
That's right. I can enlighten you on that. We will after this ring introduction.
Their opponents for this event at a combined weight of 676 pounds, Walker Simpson and Cactus Jack.
Hey, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you people in the global dome right now. My brother got hurt in the last match. He was out here. The doctors are trying to tell him that the Dirty Davis brothers can't take on these two guys right now. And we want to, don't look at me like that, Jack. We want to advance this tournament just as much as anybody else does. But you guys are dangerous like we are. We don't quit. If I have to, I'll take you both on myself.
Well, there you heard it.
Well, you were able to enlighten us, but I think he beat you to the punch.
Hey, I couldn't have said it any better than that.
And he has to take on two of the meanest members of the cartel all by his lonesome.
Mike Davis injured in the last match. The victory over Wild Bill Irwin and Johnny Ace. Unable to continue. Much the same type of situation involving Billy Black and Joel Deaton. However, Tom Davis deciding, I'll just do it by myself. I don't need a partner, facing two members of the cartel, Cactus Jack and Makhan Singh, and I don't know that Tom Burton is thinking straight right now.
And remember, Tom Davis acknowledging the fact of his older brother. He may not want to acknowledge this. Blocks the suplex, however, and pulls him over.
I'm still not used to saying Tom Davis. I think I called him Tom Burton. That's going to take some getting used to.
Holding his own. One half of the Dirty Davis brothers going against the big team of the cartel. And this an uphill battle. Watch out, speaking of uphill.
And you've got to admire Tom Davis facing two members of the most notorious organization in the GWF, that being the cartel, and the two members being Makhan Singh.
He's got him tied up in the ropes. Sees Cactus Jack sneaking up from behind.
And the second member, Cactus Jack.
That may be one way to be able to go 1-on-2. Have one of them tied up in the ropes and take care of the other one. Small package, count of one.
That's exactly the game plan here, as Tom Davis has Makhan Singh tied up in the ropes and sends Cactus Jack in. Oh, boy.
That meeting of the cartel definitely unscheduled. Singh unable to shimmy out of the ropes, and well, I happen to be in the right place there. Cactus Jack with a clothesline, taking down Tom Davis, releases his partner.
And, of course, Cactus Jack and Makhan Singh still have to comply with tag team rules, although Tom Davis is in there all by his lonesome.
The difference between this situation and another situation in the Global Wrestling Federation is the fact that the injury to Mike Davis occurred during the match as opposed to before the match as a result of a sneak attack.
Well, it was either Tom Davis wrestling this match by himself or having the match forfeited for him by the competition committee.
And he said the Dirty Davis brothers don't give up.
They are not quitters, are the Dirty Davis brothers. And so Tom Davis enters this contest alone against the cartel.
Not a position I'd want to be in, speaking of which. Singh still hurting in the ribs. The tag team tournament taking its toll on many of the wrestlers. Make that tag. Inviting them to tag. Oh, that's just plain mean.
There is no call for that on the part of Makhan Singh, as he has to know that Tom Davis's brother Mike is injured. Rather severe back injury.
First of three semifinal matchup. Later on, we will see the team of Chris Walker and Steve Simpson go against the Royal Family. Then the Renegade Warriors will take on the cartel's other team. Two teams of the cartel still in the tournament.
Entirely possible, looking at the bracketing, that the two teams from the cartel could meet in that final match to determine the champion. Wouldn't that be interesting?
Or for that matter, they can meet in the playoff round.
That's true, too.
Cactus Jack with a knee. And give credit to Tom Davis for not giving up and trying to hold his own against the two behemoths from the boss's ranch, whoever the boss may be.
Can't wait to find out who the boss is. He's certainly very intelligent because he has picked 4 very different men to form the team of the cartel. 2 in the ring, Makhan Singh and Cactus Jack. Also Scott Anthony and Rip Rogers. Complete the 4 people in the cartel.
Now, usually the fans will get behind a man who is an underdog, but with all the things that the Dirty Davis brothers have done, they're not really behind Tom Davis. The cartel just taking their time, doling out the punishment methodically and maniacally.
Well, they are dirty and they are Davises, but they are not quitters, and I think Tom Davis is showing that here.
Cactus Jack sending him down. Cactus Jack outside the ring where he is at his most dangerous.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute. The wood has been exposed. Sends him down. And what's Singh doing? Watch out. Jack coming down with a hip buster.
Oh, please.
Bang, bang. He may be out.
He's not anywhere near Tom Davis's hip. He hit him right in the chest.
No, the hip buster is named for the damage it may do to Cactus Jack.
Oh, okay.
A unique name for a move.
Well, it certainly looks like it would bust Cactus Jack's hip. Wouldn't do a lot of damage to the hip of Tom Davis, but then again,
oh. Well, that did a lot of damage to every part of Tom Davis. The cartel has one team in the final round.
Walker Simpson and Cactus Jack.
When we return, the news with Joe Pedicino, the fans question with Bonnie Blackstone.
Walker and Steve Simpson.
Walker and Simpson, a popular tag team in the Global Wrestling Federation, going after the GWF Tag Team titles in this semifinal matchup. But boy, what an obstacle to try to get around.
Opponents at a combined weight of 578 pounds from the Queen's Court, Jacko Victory and Red Morgan, the Royal Family.
With the bad summertime weather here around the Global Dome with severe thunderstorms all around, these two guys are as bad as any bad weather I know of.
the fans have taken to calling them the Maulers as opposed to the Royal Family. I don't know what they want to be called. I probably just won't call them, period. But Rip Morgan and Jacko Victory. I think they're fixing it, yeah.
No! Cut the tradition. Let's get to work, they say. Trying the sneak attack, but I don't think it's working. Simpson has Morgan back in the corner while Walker goes to work on Jacko Victory. All 4 men in the ring as action gets underway. And the Royal Family may have met in the middle, but they took care of business on their own.
Royal
Both men
Family
sent out of the ring.
have the experience as a tag team over Steve Simpson and Chris Walker. Whoa!
Into the post, reversing it. Chris Walker on Jacko Victory.
That'll knock the experience right out of you.
Now brawling on to the interview set in the ring. Steve Simpson going out to help his partner. And the men standing in the ring, Chris Walker and Steve Simpson. Outside of the ring, gathering what wits they have, the Royal Family.
Well, that shouldn't take a long time to gather. They ought to be hunting it instead of gathering it.
Well, we may finally see some one-on-one action here, but both members of the royal family remain in the ring. And it will be Jacko Victory to start the legal action here in this semifinal matchup.
Royal family, very impressive road here to the semifinals. Walker Simpson equally impressive on their road to the semifinals with victories over Sweet Stan Lane and Steve Cox, and we remember what happened there. Also an impressive victory over the California Stud and John Tatum. So both of these teams have earned their way into this round.
Chris Walker working on the arm of Jacko Victory, up over the top and coming down to Steve Simpson. Trying to break it is Victory, the hold that is. Rip Morgan not successful in getting the upper hand as the front face lock. Morgan powers out of it with a bear hug, has him in the corner. Series of shoulder blocks by Rip Morgan of the royal family. Tried to get the elbow. Simpson out of the way, rolls him up, has him rolled up for a count of 2.
Steve Simpson, certainly, you don't need me to tell you, Steve Simpson much quicker than Rip Morgan of the royal family.
Morgan, a big fella, as well as his partner, Jacko Victory. Victory, 278 pounds, 6'3". Rip Morgan in there at 276, 4.5. Simpson, a tall, lanky individual, but much to his credit, using every one of those muscles to his quick advantage. That's seen there, but little ring smart by Rip Morgan. Morgan comes up and comes down. Sole of the boot to the top of the head once, twice. As Steve Simpson tries a shot to the midsection, seemingly not affecting Rip Morgan.
Rip Morgan, well, there's a big foot. Looks like it's your own coming into the TV there if you held it out close enough. Jack Victory holding the big boot out. Oh, there's a double elbow that just won't quit. I don't think Steve Simpson will either, though.
Victory sends him in and then wrenches the back with a bear hug. The winner of this match goes into the three-way coin flip. Already into the final round, the team from the cartel of Cactus Jack and Makhan Singh.
We've seen how that coin flip can affect you in both ways. In the tournament to decide the television champion, Buddy Landell won the coin flip, had a bye into the final round. He lost to the Patriots. But in the light heavyweight tournament, the Lightning Kid had a bye into the final round, and he won the tournament. So maybe the rubber coin flip here to see which way it really helps you.
I don't think it's a rubber coin, but bouncing into the ring is Conan Chris Walker after being enticed in, and now the royal family going to work on the popular wrestler from South Africa, Steve Simpson.
That's the experience of the royal family coming into play once again. Chris Walker, not a rookie, but he hasn't been around near as long as either Jacko Victory or Rip Morgan. And he was easily goaded into entering the ring, which the referee is forced to keep him from coming in. It distracts the referee, thus the royal family can double team. And there's a perfect example.
Sean O'Brien having to keep him in. Oh! Over the top goes Steve Simpson, and once again, Chris Walker wants to get in to help his partner. Unfortunately, his help a hindrance right here.
Chris Walker may be doing more harm than good by continually trying to interfere on behalf of Steve Simpson, as Simpson is being double teamed.
Duck under by Simpson 2 times. Oh, what a collision right in the middle of the ring.
You saw it, fans. It happened right on camera. Good work by our camera crew here at the Global Dome as Simpson and Victory just met head up in the center of the ring.
That reminiscent of one of those plays you see in the NFL where the safety hits the wide receiver. Both men get a tag. Chris Walker in there against Rip Morgan. Both members of the royal family trying to take advantage. All four in the ring now. Victory pounding on the back of Steve Simpson, up and over and down hard. Now they got to work on Chris Walker. Walker sent into the rope, ducks under the double clothesline, cross body by Walker. 1, 2, 3. Simpson using the fact he was outside of the ring to his advantage. There are your winners. Let's take another look at it. There you see Simpson with a trip. The cross body by Conan Chris Walker. The 1, 2, 3. And the Warriors shut it down. Hustler Rip Rogers and the Palm Beach heartthrob Scott Anthony. They will attempt to put 2 cartel teams into the final round. They have to get through the men from the land of enchantment, however, the Renegade Warriors. What's the matter, Rip? Don't like your picture being taken? The Cartels team in the ring awaiting their opponents in this final semi-final matchup.
Their opponent entering the ring area at a combined weight of 460 pounds from the land of enchantment, the Renegade Warriors.
Mark and Chris Youngblood will attempt to make it into the finals of the Global Wrestling Federation Tag Team Tournament. The Youngbloods, colorful competitors going into in against a couple of guys who think they're colorful.
Well, they certainly are, and not in the same way that the Youngbloods, the Renegade Warriors, are colorful. This should be a good match. We know the connection between Rip Rogers and Scott Anthony. The cartel, the money, the training, the luxurious lifestyle. But the Renegade Warriors are brothers, blood. What's going to prevail here? Will it be the training and the daily doses of vitamins and working out in the gym, or will it be the blood that runs thicker than water in the Renegade Warriors? Oh, boy.
Something thick there.
Yeah.
Thick-headed, maybe. Oh, and could it be a repeat performance? Could we be so privileged? Yeah. Oh, please.
Yeah.
Well, at least he got it over his bicep this time. Now, there you heard it. A comment that this is for you, boss.
Not necessarily the tom-toms. I don't think the boss wants anything to do with the tom-toms.
I would like to have those, but the boss probably has no desire to have them.
Rogers doing a little dance around the ring. And we're ready. 1 spot remains in the final round. Who will it be? Rip Rogers and Scott Anthony, or the Renegade Warriors? Rogers circles the ring, getting ready to go in against Mark Youngblood, the older of the 2 brothers of the Renegade Warriors.
Mark Youngblood, the years of experience, but matched, I think, inexperienced by Rip Rogers.
Rip Rogers, a 14-year veteran of the sport, and all 222.22 pounds.
Wow.
Came down hard on the canvas. Now Scott Anthony in. Personal masseuse to the stars, apparently.
Oh.
That's what he claims.
Please.
And speaking of claiming, James Beard won't go for that. Here comes Scott Anthony.
Oh, best performance by a wrestler in a leading role. Rip Rogers in Pain in My Back. Produced by Scott Anthony.
Anthony, who has held a tag team title in the Pacific Northwest. They want to travel there after that backdrop. And those are the strangest wrestling tights I've ever seen.
Wow. I couldn't get away with wearing that. I don't mind telling you.
Understand you might be able to catch fish with those when he's not using them for wrestling.
Wow. I don't want to touch him. Oh, get a load of this.
Please. Back, 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 back. He goes for the tag.
Shut up!
And incautiously comes Hustler Rip Rogers. One spot remains to join the Cartel team of Cactus Jack Makhan Singh and the team of Chris Walker and Steve Simpson. The Renegade Warriors would love to get the opportunity. And doing quite well, Mark Youngblood takes Rip Rogers over. Count of one. Count of two is all by referee James Beard.
Do you realize if Scott Anthony and Rip Rogers win this match, 2 of the 3 teams in the finals will be cartel teams? I'd love to see the Renegade Warriors advance here, on top of the fact that I just like the Renegade Warriors more than I like Scott Anthony and Rip Rogers, quite frankly.
Anthony tried for a couple of shots and an atomic drop in hell-oh. 2 smoochers meet in the wrong way. Dental appointments possibly necessary coming up in the near future for 2 men who are very proud of their smiles.
That's true. There's Scott Anthony, and there's Rip Rogers. Anthony taking a look to see if any of his teeth are missing, maybe to see if any of his makeup's smeared.
Side headlock by Chris Youngblood on Scott Anthony. Anthony goes down after the shoulder block. Youngblood over the top. Reaches the rope. Cross body block. Count of 1. Count of 2. Near fall as the Cartel. Very upset.
Very nice words from the hustler Rip Rogers for the fans here at the Global Dome.
Mocking the referee, the members of the Cartel.
We talked about the 3 finalist teams, and for those of you who may be new to the GWF, and we know our audience is growing every day.
Whoop! Oh, we may have to subtract that by 2 after that collision.
I don't think Scott Anthony is going to be watching much anymore. 3 teams advance, a coin flip.
And flipping the atomic drop, followed by the rapid punch clothesline. The Renegade Warriors on the warpath.
The winner of the coin flip, before I was interrupted by Scott Anthony, the winner advances to the finals. The other 2 remaining teams play a playoff or wrestle a playoff match with the winner facing the team that drew the bye. 2 teams already in, Chris Walker and Steve Simpson, as well as Cactus Jack and Makhan Singh. The 3rd team will be decided in this match.
In the ring, it's Hustler Rip Rogers taking a tour. Guided by Mark Youngblood, that particular move misguided. The tag in to Scott Anthony. Headbutt by Rogers. Anthony with a left, claiming to be well-versed in the pugilistic art. Gets a count of 2 as Youngblood kicks out. Anthony tries the backdrop, sunset flip. Able to get a count of 1, and Anthony holds on to the boot. Tags in Rip Rogers, who goes to work trying to cut off the wind of Mark Youngblood.
Now, what is the point? Oh, I see the point. Rip Rogers goading Chris Youngblood into the ring.
Anthony delivers the clothesline. Almost toying with the Warrior. I don't think there's much toying to be done if the Warrior gets his wits about him as he does there. Boot to the head. Mark Youngblood looking for the tag to his younger brother, Chris. Anthony with a double axe handle to the upper back. Now the forearm. And Youngblood down to his knee. But the double tomahawk. The back somersault roll over the tag into Chris. The floating kick. A tomahawk chop to Rogers. Youngblood. Flying tomahawk. Just laying him into the cartel. Hello. Four men in the ring. That's using their heads. Double drop kick sends Rogers scurrying. In the ring, Chris Youngblood, Scott Anthony. Anthony follows him in. Belly to back suplex. 1, 2.
Wait a minute. Anthony may have gotten his shoulder up, Craig. I think I saw it. I think I saw Chris Youngblood's shoulder down for the third count. Anthony may win the... Oh, no.
I heard a count of 3. James Beard very confused. The Renegade Warriors look like they may go into the finals. Said his shoulders were down. Well, let's take a look at it. Let's go back to the replay. There's the count of 1. The shoulder was up. You were right.